welcome if you're new to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning to my channel. I'm your host Karen here on K Crochet, where I talk everything what's on my hook to anything that is related to crochet. I run a small business on eBay and my local market. So how are you guys doing? What is on your hook if you are crocheting? Right now I have lots to show you. I've been very busy this past week and a half, and the things that I'm showing is going to be going to my shop, market shop, which I shared in my last video. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and take a look at that. It was really interesting and fun to see and talk to the owner of that shop. She is a doll, and I just love talking to her, and yeah, she's been there for, I think, like 3 years now in that shop. They did a lot of expanding. So anyway, today's date is January 29th. I can't believe this month is almost over. Wow. Been busy. The time is a little after 2 p.m. here, Thursday. And so, is there anything else? Oh, make sure you drink plenty of water. That's what I'm drinking today. And I already finished off my coffee, so I'm pretty much done with coffee for today. So cheers if you're having a drink. Try to stay hydrated. So, okay. I know I've mentioned that I've been making Care Bears, and I wanted to do all 8. I have 2 more to finish the belly patches for, but I don't know if I shared these in my other video, but this is the Sunshine Bear, and I used this Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggle Lights, and it only took like maybe half of this skein. The skein is 218 yards, maybe a little bit more than a half. And with this one, I used my Prim, there I go again, Prim 7mm hook for this one, a little bit smaller. And it did kind of turn out a little bit smaller. Looks like her belly patch is on the side. That's strange. And the eyes are 25mm eyes. And then the nose, let's see, what size are the noses? Noses are 20, and they're just the black safety nose. And I sewed on the mouth. So with these Care Bears, which the pattern is, and I know I've shared the pattern before many times. It's from Peekaboo Toys. Let's see. Yes, Peekaboo Toys. And there's all the colors. And I didn't have all the colors. I don't know if you could really see them. There's like 3 different pinks, but the darker pink here, I think I made that red, and one of these I made purple, and the other one pink. And then you have like a pistachio lighter green, and you got your darker green, the light blue, the dark blue, and then the yellow. So I tried to stay as close as I could true to color. But here's the yellow one. So cute. The instructions is you start with the arms or the hands, You make them first, you put them to the side, then you make the legs, and then you join them together and you go all the way around, and then you start making the body. You stuff the body, then you make the ears and the muzzle, and then you make the head. You start at the top and you work your way down, and then you make the belly patch. That does look a little sideways. What the heck? And make the little sun rays. Super cute, very soft and squish. I stuffed these not too light but not too hard. I did stuff because when they say to connect the head to the body, as you're stitching the head to the body, you stuff in between. So I tried to stuff it pretty firmly so that it doesn't flop around. So excited to finally finish these. So that's going to go to the shop. And then I made the blue one. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to show you the eyes here in a minute. And then this is Bedtime Bear, or Bedtime Care Bear. And I used the 25mm eyes. Now some of these I use the other type of eyes, which I'll show you. This head, I mean, I probably could have used the other eyes. Let me show you those. I try to remember everything that I want to talk about laid out here, so I can show you. But there are these, let me see. These really make the Care Bears, or the Share Bears, or whatever you want to call them, the Love Bears, make them look a little more realistic. And then they have the bigger, Georgie's going off, I guess we might be getting a delivery. And then you have the bigger backs, and these go on really nicely. Just you put it between your thumbs and your fingers and it goes on really well. The size is 1.5 tall, 1 inch wide, 1.5 inch tall, 1 inch wide. They're considered 38 mm by 25 mm. So yeah, and I have the yellow. You already seen the pink, and these are cute. They're like a side eye. So I thought those were cute. But yeah, the larger ones that I thought would fit the eyes, I would use those. These I made with the 25, and I didn't paint these. I didn't get a chance to, but they have the blue glitter eyes, which are, I got both 30mm and the 25mm I ordered from Amazon. And these, that's the information if you're interested. And you get the glitter discs. And let me put him over there. And let me open this up. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of these glitter discs. This one has 9 different colors. There's silver, there's gold, there's purple, orange, there's like a blue teal color, some pinks, and then the eyes, they come with the plastic covering so they don't get scratched, which I think that's good. And these are kind of like, they're not fully moon eyes. I mean, the iris is to the offside or offset. And they have these types of backs. They're like bowls or cups, and they sink in. So when you're putting these on your crocheted items, the yarn or part of the material goes in between there, and then this goes in here, and it snaps down, and it brings some of the crocheted face or around where the eyes are down, and it kind of makes them sink in, which I'll show you on the next bear that I made. And it's so funny because I'm hearing a lot of crocheters that are saying that this year is the year of the bear. So, coincidence? I don't know. I started making these before they announced that. So, and then these are, now I didn't open these yet because I don't need them right now. And I tend to, in the future, I want to make my own colors, paint my own eyes. And then these are the company is Seven Sun 30mm glitter safety eye. And these are, it says moon. Let me open this up and take a better look at those. So when I ordered them, I ordered these eyes on the 10th of January, and I received them on the 12th. So really quick turnaround for delivery. I was really impressed. So let me take out some of these things so I can show you what these look like. So you have the discs, glitter discs, and these come in 10 different colors. You have your purples and your golds, and there's some blues, green, there's green. I have my phone, oh man, my hair's a mess. I have my phone on my new stand, and it has a built-in light, and I finally used the clicker to start and stop video or put it on pause, which it actually works, but I don't know if this microphone is working. I don't know. Let me try it again. I don't know if you could hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. I guess I'll find out after I upload this video. But again, they have the protective plastic on this. And oh boy, that's sticky. And this has more of that moon shape. And they're pretty thick. And oops, get it on there right. And I love these discs. They're flatter, or yeah, they're flatter, and you know, of course these are 30, and they snap down. They take a little bit of the material, and the eyes actually sink into the plushie. They don't stick out unless you're not using the right disc backing. So yeah, that's those. And I'm really happy with those eyes. No problems with them. I do need to purchase a bigger, what's it called, the eye tool. The bigger, see, this is what I use. See if I can get to it. So this I got at the hardware store, and this is basically for snapping rivets on material, but it has a hole, And it has the little, you know, cup here where you would put the safety eye in. And then the post of the eye would go in here. Well, these bigger ones, post is way too big. Let me put you down over here. So yeah, so I try to put it in and it's too big. So this doesn't work. There is an actual safety eye gadget, which is, it sits on your counter or your table and kind of like it has a stand right here, and then it has a bigger hole, and then you can put it together. Anyway, when I order it, I will show you that one, because all the other YouTubers that are into crochet, or crochet YouTubers, swear by it. So, the next bear that I made, because I have, you can see I have a purple one up there. That's the very first one that I made. I'll probably keep that one. I don't know if I have it listed on eBay, possibly. But I made another purple one. And he's huge, huge. I want to say he's probably probably 18 inches. Almost 2 feet long. And this is Share Bear. You can see the little suckers entwined with each other. That's what the pattern called for, sewing on the little lollipops, I guess. And see here, this is where I use the other cartoon character eyes, and it really sets them apart from the others. Let me grab the blue one real quick. So see the difference? I mean, he's cute and all. I could probably have used the eye on this one. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, so I did 2 different ones. And this one has the moon. I forgot to say that, because this is Bedtime Bear. So cute. And these are so easy to make. It probably took me not a whole day, because, you know, I break for lunch and dinner and stuff. But I start out at noon. By the time I get going, it's noon time. And then probably about 8 hours to make, because I'm not in a hurry to make them. I love their ears, because you crochet this in this color and then in white, and then you stitch them together, sandwich them together. I don't stuff them because they're thick enough, and you stitch it with the color of the bear, and then make sure you have plenty of yarn so you could stitch it to the side of the head. So yeah, I use my Ami sticks to keep them in place as I stitch them. But yeah. So also, I had bought, I don't know, 10 of these when Joanne was going out of business. Let me put him over there. And I don't have a lot of room in this room. So what I did was I made a big long pillow and I stuffed that big long pillow with stuffing. And then now I'm using that yarn. But 1 bag full, because I measured it, fills 3 of the Care Bears. So these are probably about $5 or $6 each at other local craft stores, Walmart's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So I can get 3 bears with that. And also, if you have a lot of, because I don't throw away my yarn pieces. I save them in here, which I've already emptied. And I use this as stuffing, you know, for my little makes. And I got this at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if they still carry these, but I got this idea from another crocheter. I don't remember her name, but she has a YouTube channel. And I'm like, that's a good idea, because I was just throwing the pieces away. Well, why do that? I mean, you can use this to stuff your little plushies or your amigurumis, and no one knows the difference. So it comes in handy, you know. So the next one I made, because it's gonna be Valentine's Day here shortly. I cannot believe it. February 14th is Valentine's Day, and I wanted to make an official Valentine's Day bear to put in the shop. And I did the little heart toe beans to give that a little extra to this bear. And I'm going to be charging $38 each for these bears. You know, because like this took a whole skein. Let's see, where is that skein? Yeah, there was hardly anything left. Yeah, crimson. So this is what I used. That's the barcode. And this is the Bernat blanket yarn, if you're interested to know. That's the yarn I used for this one. And then the white, because I didn't have any Bernat white, I've used it already. Let me dig that out of my little bag here. And it was okay, it matched up. Is the Baby Bee Adorable white. It was $4.99. I don't think I paid $4.99. I wait until it's on sale, where you, what is it, off 30%. I can't remember their sales, because I get mixed up with Hobby Lobby and Joann's, or not Joann's, Michael's. But what is the color? Oh, Angel. It's a little bit thinner, but I used it for the muzzle, the ears, the patch, and the toe beans. So cute. And with the feet, it says on row 3 to do the back loops. I don't know if you could see the line. It's supposed to be flat, but I think I overstuffed the feet. But I think he is so cute. Love this color for Valentine's. I can't wait to get this in the shop, and Sherry would be really happy to see that. So we got that. And then I was really excited to use this yarn, which I bought this at Joann's when they had everything 50% off, because I don't think they went any lower. So I used the Baby Blanket Sparkle, and this is the color. Where is the color? I don't even know if you get this color anymore. Seafoam Sparkle, and there's the barcode. So, and you can see the sparkle, this, excuse me. I don't know if you could see the sparkle. But anyway, I was really excited to use this. The sparkle is like a darker green. And in March, it's gonna be St. Patty's Day. And so I made the wish bear, and it's supposed to have a you know, the white belly patch with the 3-leaf clover. I haven't had a chance to make them. I'm like running out of time. So I'm trying to make this video so I can get this video up, and then I can take all the, I can label them and then get them ready to go to the shop. But I don't know if you could see the sparkle. Yeah, some of it you can. So cute. Yeah. I didn't do any toe beans. Maybe I might do it on this one. I don't know, we'll see. But yep. And again, he's probably about 18 inches long, tall. So I got that one. And then, oh yeah, so this was what was left making the that green one, which is this one. So, you know, I'll just say they made a whole one. My stitching might have been a little bit more tighter on that bear than that red bear. Stitching, depending on, you know, I don't know if it's my mood or, you know, if I'm in a hurry, I tend to stitch a little tighter. I don't know. Try to keep it consistent. And then the purple one, I used all of it. And this is that Bernat Blanket Bright. And the color for that purple one is Powell Purple. There's the barcode. Yarn Inspiration. Yeah. 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, 220 yards. I must have used all of it because I don't see it on the shelf. So again, this I got at Joann's when it was on sale. They had the original price that they stickered on there, $11.99. So they can say half off of whatever it's stickered. So that would have been $6. So, but now even Walmart, I went there yesterday. Yeah, I had to get some things. They raised their prices on their yarn because the Bernat blankets were $9.97 or $9.99. Now they're $11.37 or something like that. Yeah, go figure. Should have bought up some of their Bernat blanket yarn. Now they do have their own brand, and I didn't see, or I didn't check to see the price on that. I will next time I go. But that was kind of disappointing. And this is the last one that I made. I finished this one up this morning. I put his muzzle on, his nose and his mouth. I stitched on his ears, and I stitched his head on. So the only thing I have to do is the belly patch. And this is Grumpy Bear. So his belly patch will have a cloud and some raindrops. So this is going to be Grumpy Bear. And I'm not sure if I'll do the tone beans or... But yeah, the bottom of the feet is supposed to be flat. So after making all of them, I started making the feet on here. And the secret is to keep it flat is watch your tension. And on the third row, you do back loop only, and it shows the front loop, and that makes whatever you're making a flat, like flat bottom or flat bottom feet. And as you're doing that, you're crocheting around the side. Keep it a little bit looser, and that will help with keeping the bottoms flat. The other feet, I didn't really do that because it didn't dawn on me, and it didn't say it in the pattern. So I might write that on my pattern. I do that. I'll write little notes on the printed patterns to what to do next time I make these Care Bears. But yeah, he's as big as the purple one, and the green one, like I said, is probably about 18 inches long. I have my tape measure somewhere, but I'd have to get up and get it. So I'm trying to eliminate cutting parts out, because I say a lot, and that's really frustrating when you're watching a video and someone's always saying that word. So I'm trying to stay conscious of that word. Instead of saying the word, take a pause if I have to. Just part of videotaping, you know. Hopefully I'll grow out of it. So yeah, really happy with that. So I have 2 other Care Bears that are already in the shop, and the pink one is in my last couple of videos. I showed where they put the pink Share Bear, and that one had the rainbow on the belly patch. Yeah, Share Bear, pink. And then there is a darker green one that is there. And what is that one? What is that one called? Let's see. I'll read off the different beers. So the pink bear is called Cheer Beer, Cheer, with the rainbow. And then the yellow bear is supposed to be Funshine Bear. Well, I called it Sunshine, you know, with the sun. And then the purple, or no, I made that one the red bear. It's called Tender Heart Bear, because that has the heart. And making that heart was a struggle, because the stitches are very vague, because it says chain 7 and double crochet, but it doesn't say where and what chain to crochet these stitches in. Do I crochet them all in one or in each? So I had to frog it out and redo it. I kind of made my own heart with that one. I'll have to look and see if there's a free pattern for, you know, a little heart, crocheted heart. That was a struggle. So anyway, and then that lighter green with the speckles is the Wish Bear. And I showed you the dark teal. You know that dark teal yarn? And I've heard people say that, you know, like, especially if you use like a plastic hook, if you crochet, like I crocheted that whole skein for that bear, and there was only like a little bit left. Where did it go? Here it is. Oh, I didn't show you that yarn, did I? I'm all over the place again today. Squirrel. That was what was left of that bluish green. And this is the band for it. And here's the barcode, and it's a dark teal color. And this is what it is. Bernat blanket. Again, probably I got it from Joann's. But this yarn, it comes off, the dye comes off on your fingers. I had it in my nails, my fingers. Thank God I didn't use this prim needle, which is plastic. I used this needle. So the bigger ones that I said that I used Bernat, I used this one, which is the L 8mm hook. Yeah, it would have came off on here. I could not believe it, because after I was done with it, you know, I looked down and my hands were like tinted like a green color. I'm like, where did that come from? I mean, it wasn't like really noticeable, but I had to wash my hands, and even after washing, there's like a little bit of tint of green in my nail. Go figure, you know. Ooh. It didn't happen with the dark purple, you know, this one that I noticed. It's just that teal, just that certain dye, I guess. And it is a little stiffer, you know, when working with it. So back to this. So Grumpy Bear was, it says royal blue, and I use that dark teal because I don't have a dark blue. I'm still on the hunt for different colors. All the jewel royal colors like royal blue, your reds, your royal greens, you know, your jewel tone deep colors. It's hard to find, and when you find some of it, it's like variegated or whatever, and I just want solid colors. I do have variegated, which at the time, you know, I didn't have any plans for it. I just bought up what Joanne had at the time, or wherever I can find it on sale at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So, okay, I'm sorry, I'm still squirreling. The Bedtime Bear is the blue or the light blue, and then the Good Luck Bear is the pistachio bear. And then the Share Bear, which I made purple, is supposed to be mauve. Close enough. So the, let's see. I'll have to go back in my pictures to see, because I kind of forgot what I put on the belly patch of the one that's at the shop now. Whichever that one is, then I'll make the sparkle one, the other one. Because the both greens, one is Wish and one is Good Luck. I mean, almost the same thing, right? I didn't realize until just now, right? All over the place. So, yeah. So the blue one, I wanted to show you this. This is what was left of the blue. I was playing yarn chicken with that blue one. And the blue one wasn't as big as the purple or the green or the blue or the teal one. And this is the Sweet Snuggle Light. And this color, sometimes they put the color, oh, Bluebird. So this is Bluebird, and there's the UPC. If you need that information, I'm gonna have to get more of this because I love that blue. It's really nice blue. So what else? Oh, and then I have this dragon, and this is the heart dragon. This one is going to go to the shop as well. And he was displayed up on my little, I have a little loft over the closet door there. So yeah, this one is definitely going for Valentine's Day. It's got the heart. I guess it's kind of like the ears or whatever's behind the ears. I don't remember what this is called. And then you got the heart on the chest, and it goes all the way. And then it's got the heart at the end of the tail, and then all these hearts. I don't know if you could see them. They're kind of ruffly, but yeah, they're all hearts instead of spikes. And I did this in acrylic yarn. Can you imagine if this was a chenille yarn? This thing would be huge. And I have wire all through the tail, through the body, through the neck, in the head. Not here, but I have the wire in the wings, so you can shape the wings and the legs. You can have them standing, you can have it sitting. I don't think it'll sploot very well, but yeah. And I did the top and the underneath with the little vein color, because in the pattern, it's actually in a book where I got this pattern with all the other, it's like a fantasy book that I shared in my other video. You can go back and look at that. But it shows the veins only on, I think, under here. It didn't show stitching veins on the outside. Well, and I was going to do it that way, but then when I looked, because this is single, it's not doubled, the pink stitching was coming through this side, so I went ahead and did white stitching in here as well to kind of cover up the pink. And then these are fun to make, the little horns. So yeah, and then I've got the dragon eyes in the eyelids. I don't know if you can see the little sparkle. It's got like big glitter in it. These I did not paint. They came that way. I bought them. So they have the slit eye. I don't know if it's coming through. It's like a slit eye. And the glitter. So, and the little nostrils. So yeah, and then he's got the little toe beans. This was really fun to make. So yeah, very fun, very fun. He's easy to stand or sit. I'm really excited to get him. I had him priced on eBay for like $125 because he took almost a week to make. A lot of sewing, a lot of parts to this. And, you know, by the time my first ones that I made, probably took me 2 weeks, but by the time I think this was my last one, I got a little more familiar with the legs and the wings and stuff. So yeah, about a week, a lot of work. So I had this listed at $125 on eBay, and in the shop, I think I have it for $90. See if they'll sell there. And yeah, it'll be my showpieces there at least. So yeah, so that's gonna go to the shop. I'm just tossing them over there on my chair. Oh, my nose. I don't know what's going on with this air, but every time the air conditioner goes on, I start sneezing and I start dripping. I don't know, maybe the filter has to be changed again, but we just changed it like a month ago. So maybe we need to get it changed again. So yeah, my next thing that I'll be making, which I had a talk with Sherry, and she agreed that I should start making some Pokemon creatures. I don't know all the names. My son used to collect them when he was a preteen back in the 90s. And I would take him to the mall where they would do the card games and stuff. But yeah, I bought this at Barnes & Noble. And I had a membership there, so I got a discount on this. But it says for the US, it's priced $21.99 for this book. And I don't know if they still have this available. I know you could probably go online to buy the book. But it's a little pricey, but I'm like, you get, how many? 20 cute crochet patterns. So, I mean, 20 times $1, that's $20. And then $2 left. So, a little over $1 a pattern. That's not bad. Like $1.10 or $1.20. I don't know. I'm not really good at math. But yeah, and that's the author. And some more. So I'm really excited to get started on this. It does show they use felt, so that's going to be interesting. I do have like a what is it called? it's like a, not a cricket, but like a side, well, those machines you put the little flat metal discs in and you crank it and it goes through and it cuts felt out. I don't know what you call them now. I have this one here. Hello, hobby. Hello, my hobby or something. But I have a bunch of those round discs, templates that I could use to make the eyes, and yeah, glue them on. Because I know if you try to embroider, it won't be the same. Because I've seen some people make these and embroider, or you could use like those caricature safety eyes if they're not going to be for children under 3. Even though they say safety eyes, they're still not considered safe for babies. You know, any child that's going to put them in their mouth. I have a case down here. And I thought I had some in here. And I'm running low on the smaller ones. Oh my gosh. So let me show you what I'm digging in. Oh, Lord. I had this on my shelf, but I had it on the floor for now. But yeah, I got this at Walmart, and it has the little, I took the other ones out. It has these little compartments that you could put all your notions and stuff. I have all my safety eyes in. So what did I do with those? They're the ones that are like kawaii eyes, where they're black and then they have the white dots around. That looks like reflection or light reflection. I don't know what I did with them. But yeah, I have a lot of eyes. And then I stick these sticky things on and put the sizes that they are. Yeah. Some of these have my noses. Yeah, they just stick in here like that. And then up here is, I put some of my tools. I showed you that one earlier, and then I have this one that I ordered online. This works really great, really well for the really small eyes. Not very well with the bigger eyes. So there's that. Or you could use these felt eyes. And this is the company, again, on Amazon. And these are all the felt eyes. And these are really nice too. I mean, some have stars on them and eyelashes. Just different ones. This one, I know I'm squirreling, but doesn't like this eye would be for those cartoon dolls. My daughter used to watch them back in the 90s. Powder Puff dolls. Don't those eyes look like that? Cute. And then I probably could use these for my Care Bears, because there's a heart. So yeah, those were 28mm, different sizes. I must have used all those kawaii eyes, but yeah. So there's that. I've got a big mess to clean up now. So I showed you my other video. Oh my gosh, this is almost an hour. Excuse me, I need another drink of my water. So I bought this, and like I said, I don't know if this is working. Probably not, I don't know. I had charged it, and it's linked on my phone and Bluetooth, but that's what you put these parts in. This right here will not fit on my phone. The connection, the end part, which is, I hooked it on here hoping that maybe it'll hook up with the microphone. I don't know. I'm new to the technology, but this I bought at Walmart for like $19.97. And then you have the microphone and then the clicker, and then my phone is sitting on the tripod. That's what the tripod looks like. And then the light, which I found when I'm videotaping, if I had my phone horizontal, it uploads sideways. I don't know if there's a way to flip it. I tried when I was videotaping sideways with all my plushies I had a few months ago, and it uploaded sideways. So thank God it was just a short. But anyway, so the light is on the side. It's right here instead of on the top. So yeah, I'm checking this out. And then when I go do videos at the shop or out shopping private mom and pop yarn stores, that I would like to try that tripod out, or that handle, because trying to videotape with just the phone is so cumbersome. If you ever tried it, yeah, it's a pain. So that's why I bought that. Give it a try. If that on off button, this thing here, if it didn't work, I would be taking it back to Walmart. But that's working. The light's working. It's holding my phone. I don't know if this is working. I'll find out. Play with that a little bit more. But yeah, so I think that is it. Yep, so my next plan is the Pokemon. And once I get those done or halfway done, or I'll share them with you. So with that, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching my video. If so, give me a thumbs up, share with others, consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And with that, I want to wish everybody a happy or a great day, and take care. Bye for now.